Do we have a stat sheet up here? Box?
Yeah, one in my bag. Cool. The right one. Is that right? Back ways over Indiana, and we're gonna 3-0 on the 6-game road trip to get them started. Opening statement.
Oh, nothing, just, I thought overall, took us a while to get rolling, but what we did, I was happy that, a team like Indiana that gets up and pressures you, I thought we did a better job handling the pressure than we did, the previous game. Handling the blitz, moved it a little bit better. So overall, good win. I was pleased with our defense. We were able to work on some things and throw people some different looks. Coming into playoffs, we want to add a few more things into our defensive toolbox. So we were able to do that tonight. And then I thought the bench came in and played very solid. So we had a lot of people play well tonight.
Andy?
Hey, Becky. Kelsey's 19 points in the third quarter really helped you guys kind of put the game away. And it's also a franchise record, breaking a 3-way tie between two of your games and one of Kelsey's. But what did you kind of see from her in that third quarter? And what does it kind of mean to see her continue to kind of break some of your records as the season goes on?
Well, I wish somebody would have told me because I would have pulled her out. No. No, she's somebody who, I mean, when she's rolling, you just let her go. Obviously she was a big factor in the third quarter. Yeah, everybody talks about her offense. Clearly she's an elite scorer, shooter. But I've been pleased with her defensively and her effort and her lock-in factor defensively this year. So we know she's a bucket getter, and can get going and can get going quickly on somebody. So not really surprised. She's gonna roll through all the records. I mean, I hope she does. That's what she's out there for. She has been breaking records her whole career, whether that's in college or pros. She's just going to continue to roll. She's an ultimate pro. She's an ultimate competitor. She's somebody who prepares herself in a way that is elite. And so I'm just happy that that's paying dividends and you can see the product and the results out on the floor.
Absolutely. And then Kia Stokes, 10 rebounds, 6 points off the bench. You talked about her being more aggressive and more, looking for her own baskets, looking for rebounds and hunting that action. What did you think about her performance tonight?
Well, Andy, it wasn't like she shot up 10 shots. She still only shot it 3 times. So I'll continue to ask her to be more aggressive offensively, but what she brings to the defensive floor to us, the length, the size, the smarts, the rebound. I mean, she's been really good, and she's going to help us down the stretch, especially going into playoffs. She's a different look than De'Erica, so we can go a couple different ways. And so I'm liking kind of our versatility there and what she's bringing to the table. I thought she was super solid today, but every minute she's been playing the last month and a half, I think she's been solid. So, yeah, she's going to continue to get more and more minutes.
100%. And then last one real quick, Kelsey Mitchell, obviously out for the season, not an all-star, kind of one of the more notable snubs. What have you kind of thought about her performance and what she was able to do with the Fever for the season?
Well, I mean, she's obviously a bucket getter herself. She's somebody that you have to game plan for. Had she played tonight, we would have been trying some different things on her and just trying to make her looks difficult. She's somebody who can break a game open on you real quick. So, just wish her the best, get healthy again. Obviously, her team misses her already. But yeah, she's somebody you got to pay attention to on the scouting report for sure.
Awesome. Thank you.
Mr. Epson.
Becky, I actually had a question about Kelsey as well, Kelsey Mitchell, just in a different format. Obviously, we know with how it handicaps the team, obviously, when they're missing out on their star. However, it gives other opportunity to other players. We saw Destiny, we saw Nalissa as well kind of pick up the pick up the slack, I guess I could say. How did that also make this team a little more difficult to guard tonight? And from that perspective, not necessarily knowing where they were going to get their points from.
So say again.
I say, how did it actually, not having Kelsey in the lineup, how did it actually make this team a little more difficult to game plan for, not understanding where their points were going to come from?
I mean, they have the next man up mentality too, one Mitchell stepped out, another Mitchell stepped in. So you stick with your, obviously she changed our schemes a little bit because of, her absence, but that got us, we were really able to lock in to Smith, especially in that first half, and try some different things on Smith. But to her credit, I thought Smith did a great job of just keeping with it. And she really started to impact the game, in the fourth and late in the third. But I like Melissa Smith a lot too. I think she's a really talented player, very skilled player. Again, somebody that you have to game plan for. And like I said, up until, up and through the half, I thought we did a good job on her. She still finds a way to impact the game. She's getting on the glass on us. Comes up with 13 boards tonight, 7 offensive. So she's going to be a handful too. So you got some good pieces to build around here. And
just last question from me, headed to DC next, haven't seen them in their building since early May, I believe it was. Kind of just wanted to know your opinions on that next matchup.
I mean, they're a quality team. Obviously they become elite, I think, when Deladon plays. But even when she doesn't play, they're a well-oiled machine. They're very well coached. Everybody plays their roles very well for them. So they're going to be a handful. Good test for us. And, we got to go in and try to continue this road momentum and just be solid. We're looking, it's about the game in front of us. Yes. But we're also trying to build some habits and again, add some things to the toolbox going into the playoffs.
Thank you.
Washington did beat Seattle today, 78-75. Mr. Walter.
Hey, Becky. I know you may have been asked this in pregame and I just wasn't able to make it, but just your thoughts on the passing of Bill Russell and what he's meant to the game of basketball, just as a pioneer and a leader for the game.
Oh man, he's somebody whose impact on the game is really hard to quantify. My comment to my staff was just, think about the things that he's seen in his lifetime, the experiences that he had in his NBA career. I mean, it's not only a tremendous player, but a tremendous person, the ultimate winner on and off the court. And I think him as a man should be celebrated just as much as him as a player, because he was just a living legend. I mean, he's iconic in the basketball world. And so very sad to hear of his passing, but what a legacy to leave, not only for people, but a legacy that he left in people, because that's really how you carry it on to the next generation.
All right, Christos, close out the formal portion, if you will.
Hello, Coach. Congratulations on the win, first of all. Those types of games in Indiana for you, those 2 dominant wins, what would you like to carry over from those 2 games?
Nothing, just it's been my calling card this whole after All-Star break is just 40 minutes of defense. I don't care about the offense. We'll figure out the offense, but I want 40 minutes of defense. And so far, basically we held that team in the teens most of the game. Obviously in the fourth quarter, they scored 21, but that's a really good job just being locked in. And it's a lot of hard work, quite frankly. So I was just pleased with our defensive effort. And like I said, we were able to practice some things and put in some things today that I think might be useful for us come playoff time.